Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here with week 3 of the Rough Cuts, and today I'm here to talk to you about an 80s classic, the peanut butter solution. Wait, you haven't heard of this one? Well, not too many people have. It's a very obscure 80s film, and with this film, it's very weird. There are so many people who have had posts online on IMDb and many sites saying how they felt like this movie was a dream. They felt like they dreamed this movie, and then when they find out the title, like it was real, it wasn't a dream. And basically, this is a movie about this kid named Michael, who him and his friend are outside one day, and they're like screwing around, and they end up seeing this building that was burnt down. So they ain't going there to explore. Well, Michael goes to explore, the other friend doesn't. Michael goes in, and he sees something, and he gets scared shitless. Well, then the next day, he goes back to his house, and when he wakes up, he's bald. There's no explanation for it. He just lost all his hair. And at the doctor said, "Hair 'em, scare 'em." And then he was the worst actor in the movie, but it was inspiring in some ways. He's like, "Hair 'em, spare 'em, you have lost your hair, Michael." And then he's like, "I'm bald." And basically, he doesn't want to go to school because he's bald. It's a big situation. So then the father gets him a wig. Then he gets the wig and goes to school with the wig, thinks everything's okay, no one notices, even though you can clearly see it's a really bad wig. Well, then he's playing baseball one day, and he goes to hit the ball, and then one kid, for some reason, grabs his head, the wig hair and the wig comes off, they all laugh, and like, ha 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 ha. And it always seemed kind of like weird, like they were laughing, and like, maybe he had cancer or something. It's like, don't be laughing at him. I always thought that was weird, these kids would laugh at him and not understand maybe there's a reason he could be totally bald at age 10 or something. And this movie's got like a Goonies kind of quality to it. It's got that kind of style to it. And the thing with this movie that's so strange is it still has yet to come out on DVD. Came out I think in Canada in a French box set with some of the other films from this series. But that version is in French. And I can never figure out if this movie was shot in English with some of the actors spoke French, because some of it does seem a little dubbed. It seems a little weird. Well, basically, he gets, after his hair comes out, he's a big mess. But then these two homeless people that he helped, who ended up dying in that fire, he basically gave those homeless people money before. It was weird. You have to see the movie to get it. But those homeless people come and tell him, a formula to grow back hair. It's basically like peanut butter and bugs and all this shit mixed together. He puts it on his head, and they're like, if you screw this up, like there's going to be problems. And he screws it up, and his hair will not stop growing. And his one Chinese friend of his puts it on his nuts. I couldn't tell if he put it on his balls or on his legs or something. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to put it down there." And then you see later all this hair coming out of his pants. It's very strange. This is a very, very strange film, but a must-see. It also features outstanding Celine Dion music. Now, I'm not talking about My Heart Will Go On, that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the old Celine Dion that people don't even remember, when she was like a teenager and she did pop music. Yes, Celine Dion did true pop, 80s pop, Madonna pop style music. And the music she did when this was amazing. And basically, his hair keeps growing. I know I'm jumping all around. His hair keeps growing. Then he has this one teacher who, gets fired because his name is like the Monsignor or something. He's this very strange French perverted guy. And he ends up getting fired from the school. And then he kidnaps Michael and uses his hair to make paintbrushes. Yes, this is a very strange movie, I know. Then he kidnaps all these kids. It's very peculiar. But basically, if you have not seen the peanut butter solution, you may have a problem finding it. You can probably get it on Amazon, used for like $50 or something. This I was lucky enough to find years ago at Blockbuster when they were selling off their old tapes. It's basically like 2001, 2002, when they were starting to get rid of tapes. And that was the best time to get weird movies. And I remembered seeing this, though, for the first time, I believe, I rented it in Blockbuster when I was about 4 or 5, from the children's section. And that, there's so many movies from that section that I've rented that I cannot remember what they are. Like, I have dreams about them. I remember watching these specific movies. I don't know the title. I can't remember the name. I can't remember much about it at all. I wish online there was some way to get like a list of all the movies in the kids section of Blockbuster from like 1986 to like 1991. Because that kids section, I can't even tell you how many obscure things I remember watching that I've yet to track down. A few other ones that took me forever to track down. One was George's Island. The other one was like It's one about this kid and this magician that somebody online helped me figure out the title to. But if you haven't seen The Peanut Butter Solution, this is definitely a must-see 80s film. Very strange, great 80s music, and it's something that you can watch again and again. It's very weird, though. And a lot of people have been freaked out and said they've had terrible dreams from this. And it has all these weird elements to it. But you definitely need to, if you can find this, check this out. It's The Peanut Butter Solution.